Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lycan's World. I'm MrLycan, and we're playing Deus Ex. We are at the end. This is it. Huge moral dilemma here. And it's up to me to decide, so what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna go for the middle one first. No, first? Do I want to do the middle one first? So I'm gonna end up doing all of them, so you can see all of them. That's what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna go for Seraph. I think we'll do Seraph first. He's the one who wants us to lie. That's the least likely one I want to do. So we're gonna... You ready? Let's do this!
If you do this, the focus of hatred may shift to those responsible for unleashing biological warfare, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes. Yes, I am.
So be it then.
Seraph was right about one thing. It's in our nature to want to rise above our limits. Think about it. We were cold, so we harnessed fire. We were weak, so we invented tools. Every time we met an obstacle, we used creativity and ingenuity to overcome it. The cycle is inevitable. But will the outcome always be good? I guess that will depend on how we approach it. These past few months, I was challenged many times. But more often than not, didn't I try to keep morality in mind, knowing that my actions didn't have to harm others? Time and time again, didn't I resist the urge to abuse power and resources simply to achieve my goals more swiftly? In the past, we've had to compensate for weaknesses, finding quick solutions that only benefit a few. But what if we never need to feel weak or morally conflicted again? What if the path Seraph wants us to take enables us to hold on to higher values with more stability? One thing is obvious. For the first time in history, we have a chance to steal fire from the gods. To turn away from it now, to stop pursuing a future in which technology and biology combine, leading to the promise of a singularity, would mean to deny the very essence of who we are. No doubt the road to get there will be bumpy, hurting some people along the way. But won't achieving the dream be worth it? We can become the gods we've always been striving to be. We might as well get good at it.
Well, that wasn't what I wanted. We're gonna skip the credits. We'll do those in a minute. Let's go back and we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do Taggarts next. I think is what we're gonna do. Right, Taggarts. Alright, let's do this.
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes. Yes, it is. Let's do this.
So be it then.
Freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, Hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity, but the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power, without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
See, now, in that case, I do not in any way, shape, or form think that more laws is a good thing. Then it restricts things too much. You know, way too much. And then there can be corruption in that legislature, in those laws. And it can be used to only benefit some people and not others. And I think that takes away too much. Just too much. Yeah, laws are good. They keep us safe and whatnot. But, you know, there comes a point in time where there's so many laws that no one understands them. So, with that said, we're going to skip this. And we'll go to the next ending. Now, this is the part where it gets difficult, because I know I definitely did not want those two options, so I got those out of the way. But now, it's between Darrows' message, which I think is the best, and taken off. I am very much leaning towards Darrows. I don't really like the idea of leaving everything up to, you know, whatever, make sure everything's forgotten and then let Earth go from there. I guess that's kind of a good thing. Alright, we'll go here. We'll do Darrows last. Are there any more guys from me shoot, I wonder? Oh. Now this place is gonna take me down with it. That's the interesting part. I will not survive this ending here.
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's do this.
We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
Yep, door's locked. I figured I'd check.
Do I trust mankind to save itself? That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know. After everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me, I only know what I want to believe. Somehow, human decency will triumph. These past few months, I've faced many life-threatening situations. I could have given up many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive, forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my humanity, resisting the urge to abuse power or resources in order to meet my goals. And in the end, I got the job done. But does this mean I have the right to choose for everyone? No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrows, Seraph, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways, slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know. But I do know I'm not about to let anyone in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
I definitely like that ending. That one I like. I do. I like it very much. Because in that one, you know, he's totally right. It's not up to the big players. You know, a lot of people like to look at life like a chess game. You know, you got two people playing the game, two people using the pieces, and then you got the pieces, and that's not the way I like to look at things. I think that's a very arrogant way to look at things, because the pieces have personality too. It's more like a football game, where you do have two big players, the coaches, but each piece on the team, if they don't do their job, then it doesn't always go the way the player wants. So that's a good ending. I like that one. And now we'll go with Darrows.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrows' confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes. Yes, I am. I don't know if this is the best option. Like I said, the last two, kind of difficult. But I do like the idea of rejecting the augmentations. I mean, as beneficial as they are, I think there reaches a point where, I mean, I guess automobiles is a good example. They're supposed to make our lives easier. Okay, yeah, yay, now we can travel. But look at how much they cost. Look at the gasoline issues we're having right now with the pricing and whatnot. Look at the insurance costs. And it feels like such a scam that something that was supposed to help our lives so much has become such a huge problem, and I cannot foresee augmentation becoming anything different. You know, people are going to exploit it just like what happened in this game with the like a big virus that affected all augmented people, and none of them knew, but they were all sent to the clinic for a free upgrade, and it turned out to be a mass controlling mechanism. Like, that's ridiculous. So
so be it then.
Call me naturalist, but you know, it is what it is.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. It took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the Call of Duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
Yeah, it's tough for me to know whether either of those endings is... And I guess from my moral standpoint, this is probably my favorite ending. Because, and you know, maybe part of it's out of fear. That, but I guess it's not so much fear though. It's just knowing, because it will. It's just a matter of time. It will be exploited. Technology will become a problem. You know, it's just like he said. Our progress is supposed to make us stronger, and if one person's stronger than another, that person's going to naturally be dominant. And if technology is involved, then there's so many complications. You can be put into situations where someone who is naturally less dominant and does not want to be that way synthetically makes themselves more dominant. And if they're not used to being dominant, they end up abusing that power. Or then the person who's always been dominant starts abusing that power. So, I mean, it's crappy. All of us are equal. All of us are. And I truly believe that. And me in my own personal life, I have a lot of problems with dominance because many people don't understand. I am a very, very dominant person. And what a lot of people don't understand, and what a lot of people actually hate me for, even when they do understand, is that I do not exploit that dominance. I do not use people. I do not cheat. I do not steal. Just because I'm capable of being stronger than someone does not mean I try to, or I will. So that's, I mean, that's moral dilemma from my own experience. Some people just don't know what to do with power, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't either. Yeah, these endings not bad. I hope you enjoyed this series. This is a pretty long series, and well, I am pretty new to YouTube. I don't even, I mean, I've got, what, like 150 videos now. So if you guys are enjoying these, don't forget to subscribe. The more you guys subscribe, the more you comment, the more you like, the more motivated I am to keep putting these out there. And I don't have a lot of subscribers, which is no big deal, because I'm actually just enjoying playing these games and putting them out there anyhow. But regardless, you know, let me know what you guys think. These endings were all very interesting, and there's a lot of moral conflict here, and I know several guys in my own life that I guarantee would have preferred other endings to the ones I chose. And I'm interested. Let me know your justification. Let me know how you feel about it. You know, my stance, technology is awesome, but humans are ignorant and we make lots of mistakes. I believe in both of the two endings that I selected, because I believe humans are going to corrupt things regardless, but it's not up to me whether they do or not. You know, I don't think it should ever be one man's choice. But, you know, whatever. With that said, I'm going to leave you to the rest of the credits here, however long that is. And I will see you guys in the next episode.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in. Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.